Hello and welcome to another edition of Miracle Mission Marriage and Family episodes. On today's edition, we'll be looking at premarital counseling. Of course, we have our guest here, Reverend Dr. Jonas Yao Tetteh. He is the senior pastor of Miracle Temple Assemblies of God Church. He's also a member of Ghana Academy of Christian Counselors, GACC, and he has been certified by the Ghana Psychology Council. Do follow us on Miracle Mission Marriage and Family Live episodes on Facebook. Please, when you get our videos, kindly like, share, so others can get to watch and be blessed. Reverend Dr. Jonas Tetteh, it's great to have you on another episode.
Thank you. Great to see you.
Same here. Looking good in your outfit.
You too.
Thank you, Reverend. How are you doing, the family?
Doing great, as usual.
We thank God.
God's grace.
We thank God for your life. And we are learning a lot from this program. And we thank God for your life, availing yourself to be used, to be an impact on families. I mean, it's a great joy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Continue to give you more strength and wisdom.
Thank you.
We want to look at premarital counseling. Now, can you explain what premarital counseling is and why it is important for couples considering marriage?
Okay. Thank you very much. Premarital counseling is counseling that goes on to prepare to be couples.
Okay.
Yeah, to prepare them for marriage. So when we say premarital counseling, it's just counseling that should prepare couples for a successful marriage life. Okay, so we're talking about the importance of premarital counseling. First and foremost, one of the institutions which is lifelong, or which is supposed to be lifelong, is marriage.
It's marriage. Mm.
And a lot of the times we don't even go to school about it. We don't learn anything about it. We just jump into it. And when we jump into it and all the problems start coming, then we said marriage is no good, or women are bad, or all men are the same, and all the things that people say.
Yeah.
But it is because we don't understand the dynamics.
Okay.
We have not been prepared for it. We have not schooled for it, we have not trained for it. So we must understand that at a time we need to sit under professionals to guide us, train us, and help us to know how to handle this thing we are calling marriage, which is an institution of God. So that is the importance of it. It is lifelong.
Lifelong.
And we need to know how to handle it. Another reason is that, you're coming from a different background, the other one is coming from a different background, and you're coming to, all of a sudden you find yourself in the same room, on the same bed, and then various backgrounds begin to surge up, and it creates a lot of problems. So when you know how to handle these background issues, it helps a lot. Issues of core values, right? And even at times, people come from different tribal backgrounds. All these things are very important, and we need to have a professional understanding of how to handle these things before we go into it. So that gives some of the importance of premarital counseling. Unfortunately, premarital counseling has become like a requirement of the church.
Okay.
Has become like a requirement of the church. So when you are going to marry, the church will ask that you have to go through premarital counseling. And some just want you to go quickly to satisfy the church so that they go away. But premarital counseling is not it's not, it must not be the requirement of the church, but it should be something the individual should understand that this is a training that will help me live right and do the right things in the marriage.
But does it guarantee 100% success in marriage, premarital counseling?
When you do professional premarital counseling,
Okay.
and the proper dynamics are brought to the fore, you may have some difficulties here and there, but if you really mean to stay together, you will succeed and stay together.
Okay. Right. So, what are the main topics or issues that are typically covered during premarital counseling sessions? If you can take us through some.
Okay, so we look at communication,
Okay.
we look at values, we try to have a proper understanding of what marriage is, and in professional counseling, you are also we also use some psychometric tests to determine your temperament, and at times your home background, home of origin, where you are coming from. We also look at your whether you are a person who has anger problem,
Okay.
and we show how to. We talk about money, finances, how to handle your finances. We tell you things, some of the realities. Okay, everybody goes into marriage by faith. You don't know what is there, so your mind is prepared that when you go there and your expectations are not met, this and this and this is how you have to handle it, right? And then child upbringing, and how to even handle the marital ceremony itself. So these are some of the things that are dealt with in premarital counseling.
All right. So, what are some common concerns or challenges that couples bring up during these sessions? Did they bring any concerns or challenges during these sessions? Or do you discover?
Yeah, we do discover things.
Okay.
Okay, we do discover things. For instance, when you are dealing with temperamental issues, okay, especially at GACC, we have this APS temperament test that we do. It brings out a 94.7% of who you are, the traits, your traits, and everything. So, and we spend time to deal with the weaknesses and the strengths in your traits and your temperamental needs. So whilst we are doing this, we do a lot of discoveries.
Okay.
We do a lot of discoveries, and we talk about it. Like I'm talking about anger issues. At times, when you do the anger test, you see the level of anger that a person can display. So, and of course, and we also have the opportunity to do a one-on-one interview with the individuals, where if there are nagging issues which the individual is finding difficult to disclose to the husband or the wife to be, we have a way of handling it. Once we discover that these things are there, we talk about it and see how best we can help the individuals, right? So we discover things and we help in resolving them as well.
Okay, now talking about discovering, what are some red flags or warning signs that counselors look out for during these sessions?
For,
Yes, I'm talking about the red flags because sometimes they come and you see certain actions during the counseling from maybe the man or the woman. Then you, the counselor, you see that no, this is a typical red flag that if that person goes into it or enter the marriage with it, it will be an issue. So, are there any red flags that you see?
for instance, if somebody has a divorce mentality,
Okay.
when I say divorce mentality, I'm talking about somebody who sees marriage as a contract, which a lot of people see today.
Okay.
Marriage is a covenant instituted by God. God said He Himself is the witness of that covenant. So when you discover that somebody has a divorce mentality, he doesn't care if something happens and I can't handle it, I'll divorce you. Then tell this person sees marriage as a covenant, and that is a red flag. Okay, and you must know that the person can divorce you at any time. Okay.
Okay.
I was also talking about anger issues,
Okay.
right? If the person is not ready to deal with anger issues, there is a red flag. Anger can be expressed openly or internalized. I think the most dangerous one is the internalized anger.
Anger.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I was also talking about values. Okay. For instance, I mentioned that somebody said that in our home we don't marry one woman. Okay. So if during counseling that issue comes up, because we talk about all these things, monogamy, polygamy, and all those things, right? If you discover that this person is saying that in my home we don't marry one wife,
Right.
then the question is, wife, are you ready for a second woman, a rival? So if you are not ready for a rival, then you must know that that is a red flag, right? And certain temperamental issues come up, and they also constitute red flags. Okay, of course, there are cases where we've discovered that lab tests has revealed certain sicknesses.
Okay.
Okay, like HIV/AIDS. I have come across one in my understanding. They brought the test, it was HIV/AIDS. Okay, that is a red flag. Are you ready to go there?
So in that case, did they say marry? Did they go? Would it be advised that they drop that decision or they still would go ahead with the marriage?
Well,
Or depending.
in that case, we refer them to because of something referral system.
Okay.
In dealing with professional counseling, when you realize that there is an issue that you cannot handle, we refer them to the appropriate quarters.
Okay.
So, under this particular one, it's for the medical people. So you refer them to the medical people, and whatever they come up with, That is it. Then another thing is this genotype. It's a serious blood group issue. It's a serious red flag. I have come across some of those ones too, and unfortunately, when you talk to them, a number of them don't want to break up. You see, a number of them don't want to break up. So, but that is a red flag. If you really understand the issue of sickle cell, you will not go there. Okay, so these things come up. Okay, and let me add to it that no young man or young woman should contemplate on entering into a relationship without knowing his or her genotype. Are you AA? Are you AS?
Okay.
And the rest.
Okay.
It is not any expensive thing. You don't enter into a relationship when you don't even know whether you are AA or AS. Then you come together like a lot of people do, and you stay in the relationship for a long time, and getting ready for marriage before lab tests will show that you are not compatible as far as genotype is concerned. For me, that is not a wise decision. So any young man or young woman who is hearing me now should go to the hospital, do simple blood tests, and know your genotype. So that when somebody said, I want to be in a relationship with you, you ask the person, what is your genotype? Before you even dare enter that relationship. That is a red flag.
All right. Reverend, before we go, what advice would you give to couples who are hesitant about seeking premarital counseling?
If you are hesitant in seeking premarital counseling, it is probably because you are looking at it as a requirement from the church.
Okay.
It is not a requirement from the church. It is a training that will give you yourself as an individual a very great opportunity in having a successful marriage. Number two, I know in the churches we do premarital counseling, and some of the people who do them are not professionals, but they do great work. I will advocate that professional premarital counseling is added, or professional premarital counseling is done, because the dynamics in marriages are not the same. So if you are just using the experiential type of thing, you might not tackle very, very important issues in the premarital counseling. So nobody should look at it as a church thing. Some people look at it as a waste of time because of the experiential thing. But when you do a professional premarital counseling, you realize that it's deeper than you think. So nobody should take it like a light thing and ignore it. Do it, and you see how effective and blessed it is.
Okay. Reverend, thank you very much for spending time with us on another episode. We hope to have you same time next week for another inspiring edition. Thank you for passing through.
Thank you too.
Well, viewers, that does it on today's edition of Miracle Mission Marriage and Family Life episode. Do join us same time next week as we bring you another edition of Miracle Mission Marriage and Family Life episode. My name is Mary Womeno.